Good morning. Good morning. My name is Yuki Naka from Agency for Natural Resource and Energy under the METI Japan. Um, it's my greatest honor to join this variable session today. As part of the opening remarks, I'm very much pleased to introduce the dynamic initiative aimed to ongoing decarbonization efforts in the region. It's a Azure Zero mission. Azure Zero Emission Economy, Azure Zero Emission Community of AZEC. In this chart, you can see the electricity production in Asia over the past 20 years. Power demand has increased around threefold since 2000, and it's expected to continue growing. The growing demand has been met by coal power, red. These coal power plants are quite new, so it wouldn't make sense to retire them. Many countries have set carbon neutral targets. On the other hand, many Asian nations are rapidly developing now and expect to grow in the future. It's essential to ensure stable energy supply to meet this increasing energy demand. We recognize that summer power plants, including coal-fired and gas-fired power generation, play a crucial role in the energy landscape of these countries. We need to consider realities of Asia and discuss practical options for pursued carbon neutrality goals. Here is AZEC principles. The first one is a triple breakthrough. This means we need to simultaneously achieve the three goals: emission reduction, economic growth, and energy security. If we sacrifice even one of goals, we are unable to obtain sufficient public support. The second principle is one goal, various pathways. While achieving net zero is a common agenda, each country has a different and unique experience and circumstance. Therefore, our pathway toward decarbonization is different. This is natural. We must pursue our decarbonization goal through various pathways, depending on the circumstance of each country. 11 partner countries, including many ASEAN countries, Australia and Japan, have come together to start collaborative work toward realistic energy transition. To date, the leaders of AZEC have held two summits. One is Tokyo and another is Vientiane. In their joint statement, they agree on the AZEC principles and action plan for next decade. Additionally, ASEAN-BAC, Japan's Keidanren, and area launched the AZEC advocacy group to input their business-based idea to AZEC. AZEC is not only discussing the principles and the policies, it has been working on tangible projects, including the cooperation in technology, finance, and capacity building. I would like to emphasize the unique feature of AZEC. Its activity is based on strong collaboration between public and private sectors. I would like to highlight a very important achievement agreement agreed upon second AZEC leaders meeting held in the Vientiane of Lao PDL. AZEC leaders adopted action plan for next decade. To prepare for efforts over coming decades, they have been now committed to go new phase of cooperation. This action plan is built upon three pillars. One, develop a short to medium-term action plan to facilitate AZEC solutions. Two, sectoral initiatives. Three, promoting tangible projects. First, AZEC solution will be developed including rulemaking and promotion transition finance. I would like to emphasize that AZEC leaders decide to start the possible discussion on rulemaking and policy coordinating in addition to promotion of individual projects. This is a significant step for AZEC as it moved to a new stage. I believe that the kind of collaborating work is crucial for AZEC member country to maintain and strengthen their competitiveness in midst of global decarbonization-backed economic competition. Regarding a sectoral initiative, we will advance sector-specific cooperative initiatives in power, transport, and in industry. Additionally, Agile Zero Emission Center is important. Launched last year as AZEC's intellectual engine inside the area. The center conducts research, analysis, and policy recommendation on a wide range of the decarbonization challenges, including updating decarbonization roadmaps tailored to each country's realities. Today, we have invited area to share information about the initiative and achievement. As you know, to achieve economy-wide decarbonization, all industries need to transform. However, some sectors such as power and fundamental and cannot jump in and leap up to decarbonize society. They require R&D to innovate new technology, and those need more funding. Green finance often struggle to address finding needs of high-emitting sectors, as it typically use more for developed technologies like solar PV, EVs. Transition finance is here to support industries that currently have a limited pathway to transition, but are trying to their best for decarbonization, which we call hard to abate sectors. This slide shows an IEA report indicates that the activity called Make Dirty Cleaner is crucial in determining the speed and scope of energy transition, delivering a large share of the emissions reductions. We believe this aligns with what I just told earlier, and it's a transitions finance support. This makes the dirty cleaner activity from finance perspective. Today, we have also invited ADB to provide the insight of transition finance. This slide outlines the sectoral initiative, which serves as one of the three pillars of the action plan. In the power sector, partner countries are promoting zero-emission thermal power generation, including the using hydrogen and ammonia, depending on each country's circumstance, while maximizing the renewable energy, and enhance cooperating, strengthen, and ensure the flexibility of the power grids. In the transport sector, they are working toward establish supply chain for sustainable fuels, such as biofuel and hydrogen. In the industry sector, they are provide support for carbon neutral industrial park and the next generation of automotive industry. Additionally, we have variable opportunity for collaborate among AZEC partner countries. Policymakers for AZEC partner countries held a meeting last month in Tokyo to share knowledge and engage in discussion. The focus was on three sectors, and as well as energy policy for each country and transition finance. AZEC member countries are continually promoting specific projects that contribute to decarbonization and emission reduction benefiting rich countries. The private sector has been advancing efforts in various areas, and I would like to invite a representative from industries to introduce some of their initiative later on as well. Well, so the slide shows that number of the readers and organizers kindly posted the outcome of AZEC with their supporting comments. I feel a sense of dynamic movement now. Today, I'm very much excited to hear from you or our idea and the future potential for our cooperation to decarbonize Asia. Finally, we would like also to share the video and a website that provide information for AZEC actions. Please discover our initiative using the QR code. Thank you very much for your kind attention. That's all.
Our next speaker has been with Sumitomo Corporation since 2007 and served as a Department General Manager of Asia and Oceania, Yangon and Nei-Pi-Tao office. He currently serves as the manager for the Industrial Park Unit in Tokyo for Sumitomo Corporation. Please welcome Mr. Onishi Katsuhiko.
So, good morning, everyone. So first of all, thank you very much for inviting Sumitomo Corporation and giving us the opportunity to introduce our activities for decarbonization in our industrial park. My name is Onishi, manager of Sumitomo Corporation Industrial Park Business Unit. Also, we would like to express our sincere gratitude for the support provided by the Japanese government, METI, through this AZEC platform in order to move our activities forward. So today, I would like to introduce our activities for decarbonization, which we are implementing in Tan Long Industrial Park in Vietnam. So in this first slide, let me touch a little bit about our industrial park business. So since 1990s, when some momentum of industrialization across each South Asian country and overseas expansion of Japanese manufacturers was accelerated, Sumitomo Corporation has been involved in the development and marketing and management of industrial parks. So currently, we have 10 industrial parks in 6 countries. And also, we are doing some agent marketing for the Japanese manufacturers of other countries' industrial parks. And among our 10 industrial parks, so there are 630 tenants already, and out of which majority are manufacturers. And also, in total, 230,000 employees are working there. So our target in this industrial park business is to solve social and regional issues through this industrial park business. So the case I introduced today is about Tan Long Industrial Park, which Sumitomo Corporation owns majority in Vietnam. So Tan Long Industrial Park is located in Hanoi City of Vietnam. So we have developed and managed this industrial park since 1997 together with a local partner. And this is one of the most matured industrial park among Sumitomo's industrial park portfolio. And there are over 100 tenants, and a majority is actually Japanese manufacturers. And also there are huge energy demand. Especially for electric power, there are around 100 megawatt peak demand per day and 500 to 600 gigawatt consumption in a year. Some tenants means the manufacturers are required to procure some green energy or internationally applicable certificate which offset their carbon emission due to a requirement from their supply chain or their customers or for their own target. So we are aiming to support those manufacturers' decarbonization needs and in various approach. In addition, in just 3 kilometers away from our industrial park, Sumitomo Corporation is also developing a township project called North Hanoi Smart City Project together with other local partners. So there will be a residential, commercial, and office zone. So we anticipate that another big demand center will appear in this area near future. Then combining this industrial park and the township project, during the second AZEC ministerial meeting in 2024, we signed a MOU among 4 concerned parties means Sumitomo Corporation and Tanlong Industrial Park, also North Hanoi Smart City Project Company, and another local partner, BRG Group. And we registered this project as AZEC MOU project to promote decarbonization and energy management in both industrial park and smart city. So there are three main objectives in this MOU. First one is to promote the introduction of renewable energy, including solar. Second one is to actively introduce energy-saving equipment. The third one is to facilitate efficient wide area energy management by connecting these two demand centers, which has different load profile of energy consumption. For those activities, we are intending some phasing approach. As of May 2025, 33 megawatt of rooftop solar was installed. And we plan to expand and increase the more installation of the solar. Also, we just started to introduce international AZEC certificate to the tenants. And now, as a next step, we are considering to introduce some floating solar unit by using our retention pond located inside of our industrial park. However, this rooftop solar alone cannot cover all the necessary electricity demand within this industrial park. If we could install all the roof, cover all the roof, maybe 10 to 15% of the power demand can be covered. To increase the ratio of the renewable energy, we also plan to combine some technologies such as battery storage system and other type of on-site power generation as much as possible. And ultimately, we would like to carry out some wide area energy management as a step 3 between this North Hanoi and smart city project, and optimize some supply and demand in the future. Additionally, we recognize that Vietnamese government is also currently working to establish some legal framework for the implementing of the direct PPA mechanism. So we would like to contribute to start this direct PPA for the benefit of tenants and once it comes ready. So also, we understand that Vietnamese government has some target to achieve carbon neutral by 2050. So then they're now working on it and encouraging the investors like us. So we believe our idea in this slide could contribute to achieve this target. And also, I would like to mention that at the same time, after signing this AZEC MOU, which I mentioned earlier, we are receiving various support from Japanese government as well. So in specific, thanks to that support by the Japanese embassy in Vietnam and JBIC Hanoi, there are a project acceleration platform called PAP. And this PAP platform greatly supports to accelerate individual project, including our project. And they provide us some opportunity to have some direct communication with the Vietnamese government authorities. And so, as I mentioned, Vietnamese government are also making many legal frameworks now that we feel they're really serious to encourage the investors. At the same time, we sometimes have some challenges and difficulties to liaise with several departments, and we also want to do some clarification relating to some cross-department issues. Then through this platform, we have a chance to do some communication or discussion regarding those some areas. So our challenge for this decarbonizing activity is just still early stage. We just started in Vietnam. And also, as I mentioned, we have various the industrial parks in various countries. So with this kind of support provided by the AZEC, we plan and we would like to accelerate our activities in industrial sector. So thank you very much for listening.
Our third speaker joined IHI Corporation in 2007 and has had a wealth of expertise in several business functions, specifically sales, risk management, business development, planning and control for the energy and environment business area. She currently serves as the General Manager for Planning and Development in IHI Power Systems Malaysia. Together, let's welcome Ms. Mio Okazaki.
Hi, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mio Okazaki. I'm from IPSM, 100% subsidiary of IHI Corporation in Japan. So it's an honor to participate in this session, and it is with great pleasure to share with you some of the latest developments at the forefront of clean fuel ammonia and realization of the decarbonization, societal decarbonization. So in early 2010s, IHI began the basic research for on how to use ammonia as directly as a fuel. Then this research has led to numerous groundbreaking results, prompting accelerated technological development. Then specifically, IHI is progressing the initiative which enable the safe, economical, and rapid utilization of fuel and power industry and the maritime sector by establishing the ammonia value chain in collaboration with the strategic partnership with worldwide. Sorry. So today I would like to introduce our world first demonstration projects implemented in Japan. In Japan, that are important milestones for realization of the ammonia society. So let me begin with the first achievement. This is the successful demonstration of fuel ammonia substitution at the Hekinam Thermal Power Station conducted by IHI and JERA. And this project completed in June 2024 represents pioneering efforts to integrate ammonia to thermal power generations. So then the successful outcome was achieved in every major benchmarking index. So let's take a closer look at the combustion characteristics compared to conventional fuel. So significant reduction in SOx, NOx, and CO2 and N2O were all achieved as expected, and reaffirming the decarbonization potential of fuel ammonia and providing the beacon of light for power sector, confirming that decarbonization at existing power plants can be achieved rapidly at scale. And this demonstration is not just a technical success, but it's garnered various prestigious honors. Then these honors underscore that the project's excellence in the applied combustion technology and contribution to the decarbonization efforts. And the second achievement I would like to highlight is the introduction of the the first commercial use ammonia fueled vessel, Sakigake. This tugboat completed the 3 months demonstration voyage in March 2025. And during this period, this Sakigake achieved the GHG emission reduction of up to 95%. That's set a new benchmark for decarbonization in maritime sector. And lastly, I'd like to refer to our IHI's ammonia 100% gas turbine. Firstly, we built ammonia gas turbine test facility and work in our works. Then achieved full load operation with 100% liquid ammonia combustion in 2022. Then over 99% reduction of GHG, CO2 and N2O from natural gas operations. And now with this 2 megawatt 100% ammonia fuel gas turbine, we carrying out the long-term durability test. And it is with great pride that we are able to provide clean energy, clean power generated through the use of clean ammonia to the 2025 Osaka Kansai Expo. Those innovations are not for just only for Japan, but for any countries which wishes to realize the decarbonization with ammonia equally and adequately. So IHI has taken a leading role to establish an international standard for ammonia as a fuel. Then in January 2025, ISO technical specification were issued, and that providing the requirements and guideline for power generators. So this is the IHI's roadmap for power sector. So IHI's power roadmap for power sector is focused on ammonia combustion technologies. So in 2024, we demonstrated the ammonia co-firing at thermal power plants at 20%. But the technologies necessary to achieve much higher decarbonization are rapidly nearing commercializations. So by 2028, we expect the ratio to be to exceed 50%. Then 50%. 50%, and that's taking us closer to our ultimate goal for zero carbon emission at thermal power plants. Then also utility site scale gas turbine that's capable of 100% ammonia combustions are also targeted for deployment by 2030. Then, so this roadmap represents the stepwise approach to the increasing ammonia utilization and reduction of CO2 across the power sector. In the maritime sector, now we are newly collaborating with other Japanese companies to develop the ammonia-fueled ammonia gas carrier. This initiative is supported by NEDO, and this also will be represents the bold step towards the carbon neutral in maritime sector. So so to summarize, IHI, that 2024 marked as a pivotal year for the ammonia technologies and with the successful demonstrations in the field of power industry and maritime sector. So IHI will keep developing the technologies and would like to contribute to the more cleaner and more sustainable future. Thank you for attention.
Our next speaker has nearly 30 years of experience in the field of development finance and currently is leading a dedicated task group in JBIC to promote Asia Zero Emission Community. He currently serves as the Director General of the New Energy and Power Finance Department 2 in Japan Bank for International Cooperation. Let us all welcome Mr. Suzuki to the stage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryuta Suzuki, Director General of Japan Bank for International Cooperation. I'm very happy to be here today to talk about our activities to promote energy efficiency in Thailand. But before starting my presentation, I have one question to you all. Have you ever heard anything about JBIC's activities? Please raise your hand. I'm not going to ask you to explain about JBIC, just to know. Okay, thank you so much. So I will briefly explain what JBIC is. JBIC, Japan Bank for International Cooperation, is fully owned by the Japanese government to implement policy-based financing, to contribute to the sound development of the economy and society of Japan and host countries. As we are fully owned by the Japanese government, we are now promoting the AZEC, Asia Zero Emission Community, by materializing tangible projects for decarbonization. In Indonesia, for example, we have supported the expansion of the existing geothermal power plants. In Vietnam, we have set up a credit line to support the modernization of national power transmission lines. In Thailand, we have a very unique initiative to promote energy efficiency. So I will start my presentation by touching upon the current status and also the challenges in Thailand. As you can see, the Thai government has already announced its PDP, the Power Development Plan, in which they have very ambitious plan to increase renewable energy capacity over 50%. Having said that, if we look at the current status of Thai power sector, as you can see, they are highly dependent on fossil fuels. The 60% of that electricity is coming from gas-fired power plant, and 20% is generated through coal-fired power plants. That means it's unrealistic for us to expect that Thai would switch to 100% renewable energy country. And when we look down to the downstream, there are so many manufacturers in Thailand, and Thailand has established its very strong presence as a hub for manufacturing sector and export industries. And now, 45% of power consumption is used for the industry sectors. And those players in the industry sector, the manufacturers, export industries, they are under huge pressure to decrease their carbon emissions to maintain their international competitiveness. But how can we achieve the carbon emission reduction with this highly dependent fossil fuel power generation by IGAT? It's not that easy. So now we have to seriously consider how to achieve decarbonization for Thai industries. And we learned that some Japanese manufacturers, including automobile industries, have purchased the renewable energy certificates to achieve their target reduction of the GHG emissions. But do you think it's sustainable while the capacity of the renewable energy is so limited at this moment? Maybe you can easily imagine it's not sustainable, because if all of the manufacturing sector start purchasing the renewable energy certificate, what would be happening in the price of the renewable energy certificates? It's not feasible for manufacturers. And JBIC has a wide network with Japanese companies, and we learned that the Japanese companies' technology for energy efficiency would be a key to tackle this problem. So we decided to launch the AZEC SAVE initiative, the platform. The SAVE stands for Smart and Advanced Value Chain for Environment. This is a platform to collect the information and share the information to promote further energy efficiency activities. So I will explain how the platform would work to promote energy efficiency. In this slide, in the center, we have our main clients, including Japanese manufacturing subsidiaries, also Thai local suppliers. That supplier can be foreign corporation. And the industrial park, as Onishi-san explained, can be our clients, because there are so many demands for the industrial park to provide green power to the tenants. And it's not written here, but maybe data center or shopping mall can be our client, because also they have some pressure to decarbonize for their operations. And as you can see, there are some other players. On top left, we have GHG emission reduction support service providers. Maybe you have no idea what they are doing. Actually, they are providing the service to visualize the GHG emissions in the production process. And not only just giving the visualization, they would provide advice how to reduce their carbon emission. In most cases, they advise these clients to install the energy efficiency equipment. And luckily, we have so many Japanese companies in Thailand who provide the energy efficiency equipment. And if these clients need the financial support to install these equipment, maybe we can ask for the participation of these financial providers to extend financial support for the installation. Hopefully, JB could be a part of that picture. And we have other Japanese governmental institutions who can support these kind of activities. For example, JETRO has already announced and published the catalog, the list of energy efficiency products available in Thailand. NEDO, it's an affiliated organization of METI. They can provide the financial support for the feasibility study of the energy efficiency activities. And AOTS, they can provide a service to build the capacity for the human resource. But these players providing service individually at this moment, no integrations. So the idea is put all together so that we can reproduce the good example of the energy efficiency activities. And ultimate goal is to contribute to strengthen the competitiveness of Thai industries. Let me elaborate more on how the AZEC SAVE's approach of decarbonization works. Our first step is to visualize the GHG emission. And then also, we are going to do the business matching or technology matching to apply the optimal technologies or application for decarbonization. And second step is to strengthen the information dissemination. We need to have a very good example showcase to be applied for other industries or other factories. And we have already launched the dedicated website so that we can collect all the necessary information and to be shared in an interactive way. And third step is expanding the support for the government support, official support, and financial support to enable our clients to have some installation of equipment. The final step is to promote the Japan-Thailand collaboration. In some cases, we may face some difficulty to encourage many people to do the investment for the energy efficiency. In such case, we raise the issue to the G2G framework. We have already established Japan-Thailand energy policy dialogue. And in this energy dialogue, we have already 3 sub-working groups, the CCUS, hydrogen and ammonia, and also biomass utilization. But the energy efficiency sub-working group is added to the Japan-Thailand energy policy dialogue. So anything happen, well, if we can find any bottleneck to promote energy efficiency activities, then we can discuss in the G2G level to deliver the appropriate solution for our potential clients. So this is our challenge to promote energy efficiency, which is quite new for JBIC. So I'd like to introduce, this is just a pilot case in Thailand. And the concept of the AZEC is, as Nakagawa-san mentioned, there are some principles. The first one is the triple breakthrough. We have to achieve decarbonization with ensuring energy security and without sacrificing economic growth. The energy efficiency will be the key for that promotion. And also, we have to recognize there is a various circumstance. In Thai, there are strong manufacturing sector, but it's the same for Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines. So we believe there's a potential opportunity for us to duplicate or expand this initiative to other countries. So I'm looking forward to working with you closely for the future decarbonization through energy efficiency. Thank you so much.
Our first panel, discussing necessary support for advancing initiatives, will be moderated by Mr. Yuki Nakagawa. Joining him on stage is Mr. Onishi Katsuhiko of Sumitomo Corporation, Ms. Mio Okazaki of IHI Power System Malaysia, and Mr. Ryuta Suzuki of JBIC.
Thank you for having me back. I would like to start by express my gratitude to 3 speakers who had presented, and Mr. Onish, Ms. Okazaki-san, and Mr. Suzuki-san. Their presenters were true outstanding. I appreciate the valuable insight they shared with us today. Thank you for your contributions. Let's get started the panel discussion. I would like to ask Okazaki-san, the challenge in the environmental area, it seems that cost issues are a significant barrier. What initiative do you believe are necessary to facilitate introduction of new technologies?
Thank you for your question. I think that ammonia is one of the key solutions for decarbonization. And as I explained, the technology, in terms of technology, almost we are ready. But it's true that the price of the fuel ammonia is still very high. So in this regard, in addition to the support assistance for technological development, in addition to assistance for technological development, the financial support, such as the support for the difference between and the fuel cost by government, will be is necessary, I think. So such kind of support is about to be launched in Japan. So I hope those kind of such support system will be deployed in other ASEAN country as well.
Thank you for your insight. Now turning on Onishi-san. So the environmental sector is a new field, right? There may be challenges in the adapting existing legal frameworks and environment to accommodate various new technologies. How are you approaching the necessary environmental improvements?
So Nakagawa-san, thank you for your question. So, well, first, I think in Vietnamese case, so Vietnamese government is really trying to work hard to set up the legal framework in industry. So we are basically following their instructions, and up to now, so we are so far fine with following their support. But now to expand more some introduction of the renewable energies or ultimately some DPPA mechanism. So they also thinking, and also our side also has some kind of view to introduce as much as possible. Then through this AZEC platform, so luckily in Vietnam we have some direct interactive discussion opportunity. So for example, the last month we had some meeting with the Vietnamese government held, which was led by the Japanese embassy and JBIC. Then we raised up our issues or some conditions if we had these kind of conditions or opportunities, so we can do more. So yeah, that's what we're doing now.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, thank you for sharing, Mr. Onishi-san. Next, I would like to address Mr. Suzuki-san. Compared to the field of the new technologies, the energy saving sector has been focused on Japan and others for a long time, I know. After hearing your presentation, I was surprised to learn that JBIC is focused on energy efficiency initiatives. These projects typically involve smaller investment scale. How does the JBIC plan to direct finance these smaller scale projects? If we have any direction on this, please hear.
Thank you for the very good questions. Even for the downstream, the energy efficiency project, there could be some large-scale projects like in the case of the demand by the industrial park, that could be a large scale enough. But for individual factories, as you mentioned, it's a very small investment. To reach out those potential customers, we need a partnership with local banks. We have already established a credit line in Turkey, with a policy-based finance institution in Turkey. They are the intermediary for us to deliver our financial service in Turkish factories. Likewise, we are now promoting our financial tool through the partners and local banks, or perhaps in Asia. Luckily, we have the very high presence of Japanese leasing companies. They could be another intermediary for us to deliver our financial service.
Thank you for sharing. Additionally, I would like to also Suzuki-san. You mentioned creating platform for gathering information in this initiative. At the presentation you used earlier. So, what do you think will be necessary for this platform to become more active in the future?
The most important part for us to promote or to expand this initiative is a successful showcase to be shared by all the potential participants of the platform. We have just launched this platform on 29th of April this year, just 1 month. But we have started collecting many information than expected. We are still at the stage to collect the information, but I believe sooner or later we can deliver the very successful potential showcase to be delivered to other potential users or applicant for energy efficiency. And maybe we will start from Thailand, but as I mentioned in my presentation, there could be an opportunity for us to deploy the same platform in the neighboring countries.
Thank you. So now back to Onishi-san. Your presentation mentioned Sumitomo Corporation is advancing initiative in industrial park, not only Vietnam, but also in other parts of Asia. Based on your earlier comments, how do you see the specific initiative in Vietnam being expanded as a region, for example, ASEAN?
So, yeah, thank you. No, because of some limitation of our internal resources, human resources and financial resources, and we just now so far focusing in the Vietnam. Then, our industrial park is located basically in the South Asian countries, and at least the solar opportunity is quite big, we believe. So we want to do the similar things in other countries as well. But the country-wise, our situation is a bit different because of some legal framework or some our permission to do some business. So, but we would like to focus on Vietnam first. Then, if we could set up some sort of the showcase, then we want to expand other countries as well. Then, definitely the industrial park is just a park management, so we don't have a big money. So maybe there's some financial support also quite important. And currently, the Vietnam case also we received the Japanese government funding for some pilot case for the battery system. Yes.
Thank you. Finally, I would like to ask Okazaki-san again. So, considering the success in the specific countries, expanding these initiatives across Asia is crucial in advancing decarbonization from the prospect of businesses. Given that the investment scale for infrastructure is significant in this environment area, what do you think is necessary to accelerate this implementation?
Yes, for my answer will be similar to my previous answers, but the amount of the investment is depends on the scale of the project, and the project will be more bigger and a bigger for the future. So I think there is the limitation for only private sector to bear the older cost. So I'd like to. I think the government support for that, such as this financial support, will be necessary for private sector, I think.
Thank you. The time is over. So as we conclude this panel discussion, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you presentation and participation. We have gained a valuable insight into the efforts in business for decarbonization. That's all. Thank you.
Our next speaker is an associate professor in Hunan University of Technology and Business. He specializes in energy markets, energy policy, and economics of technological change, serving the interests of both academic and public sectors. He is also currently a research fellow with the Economic Research Institute for ASEAN and East Asia, or ERIA. Please welcome Dr. Lee Yanfei.
Thank you very much. I'm here on behalf of AREA to share today with you AREA's activities under Asia Zero Emission Community. So it's been an honor and pleasure to convey all these important informations. So this is AREA, very briefly. We have an international governing board and also our secretariat currently is under management by Professor Tetsuya Watanabe. Um, Area currently is a big think tank already in the region. We have 165 staff as of July 2024. We have actually two focal groups, one on economic policy and the other on energy. And this energy now under the Asia Zero Emission Center is expanding quickly. So currently under this AZEC, we have three clusters of activities. The first one is called Decarbonization Roadmap. We're doing this road mapping activity. And under that umbrella, we also support sector-specific actions, mainly focusing on specific sectoral initiatives or even specific projects. And lastly, we focus on presenting some market enablers. These mainly include one is a transition finance. Second is a carbon market, developing a regional carbon market so as to enable these transitions. Having said about these three pillars under our AZEC activity, we also, on top of that, develop stakeholder engagement, including various stakeholders that could be involved in the transition process, including government, including industrial partners and financial institutions, and as well as think tanks. These are some specific examples from the under the sectoral specific actions. For example, for power, we are currently providing a lot of support to Assam Power Grid and also cybersecurity for grid systems. For mobility, we're developing a master plan for ASEAN Japan next generation vehicle industry strategy. For the industry, we are currently focusing on a lot on energy efficiency, especially the heat pumps and boilers, and also industrial application, various industrial application energy efficiency. A little bit more specific about APG because it's quite a big and also a strategic regional initiative. We have been supporting this initiative for years, starting with supporting the economic and financial feasibility of cross-border interconnections towards the setup of institutional framework for sub-regional trading activities. And eventually, our goal is to support the formation of a regionally integrated power market in ASEAN. This is a specific project that we have recently accomplished, supporting ACE and Hapwa. So that this is about a study on the enabling agreement among ASEAN. This really represent our sort of top-down approach towards what we have just stated as our goal to support an integrated electricity market in the region. We really understand that we need to harmonize many things, including policies, including standards, including sort of code of conducts in the operation of grids. So many things to be coordinated, and the things could be much better facilitated with an integrated institution in the region. So this is our sort of top-down approach towards that goal. Now, having said that, we also don't overlook the possibility of bottom-up solutions, especially like new technologies such as supply-side technologies, AI application, smart and efficient trading with blockchain, right, and innovative energy storage technologies. We do not overlook the possibility that an integrated ASEAN power market solution can come from the support of these technologies. Therefore, again, we're joining hand with ACE and Hapua, and the support of Hapua. We're investigating the potential of these technologies and how they can help to at least accelerate the development of APG, while also possibly generating a sort of decentralized solution of organizing a regional power market. Okay, so these are just examples. Now, talking about market enabling activities, transition finance is a very big category. At the center is this Asia Transition Finance Study Group, ATFST. We are presenting this initiative as a kind of platform so that stakeholders get engaged with each other and providing knowledge sharing, developing dialogues, and therefore forming synergy in fostering new solutions, innovative mechanisms. Alongside with that, ATFSG, we don't, again, overlook the importance of specific technologies. So we generate these technology list and perspectives, TLP initiative, pretty much focusing on how we can, based on the understanding of technology, develop risk management strategies, and also come up with suitable blended financing frameworks to enable the so-called transition finance for the deployment, for the upscaling of these technologies in the region. Area also plays a pivotal role in the development of harmonized carbon pricing policies among ASEAN countries. By leading efforts to align different national approaches, Area is helping to foster regional cooperation in this regard. We build technical capacity, for example, by supporting governments with the necessary tools and expertise in this area to design and implement effective carbon pricing mechanism. And also, Area, of course, facilitates knowledge sharing, best practice sharing, the lessons learned among the ASEAN countries to drive more efficient and coordinated decarbonization efforts in this regard. These above-mentioned efforts in transition finance and carbon market in the region, they are aiming at accelerating ASEAN's decarbonization in a holistic and also sustainable approach to energy transition. They will boost the three investment themes, including scaling up renewables, building enabling green infrastructure, and decarbonizing high-emitting and hard-to-abate assets. So to summarize, Area is actively proposing several critical roles to support the region's transition. First, Area seeks to develop harmonized carbon pricing guidelines across ASEAN, promoting alignment in policies. Additionally, we are focusing on providing transition finance framework and engaging key stakeholders to ensure the necessary financial backing for decarbonization. AREA also aims to build technical capacity for implementing carbon pricing while sharing best practices across the region. In parallel, we promote risk mitigation strategies such as insurance solution and private financing collaborations to minimize financial risks. As scenario analysis, which is undergoing, would show, different decarbonization pathways present challenges for financial institutions, particularly in balancing environmental goals with economic sustainability. Transition finance play a vital role here, offering solutions like blended financing and scenario-based risk management to support industries in their shift towards greener operations. With that, I conclude my presentation and welcome any questions and comments. Thank you very much.
Our last speaker has a wide range of knowledge and experience in Southeast Asia, including assignments as representative in Vietnam and as director covering various Southeast Asian countries. He's also involved in financing a wide range in infrastructure sectors such as oil and gas, water and waste management, railways, and power. Now serving as the chief representative in Manila for JBIC, together let's welcome Mr. Hiroshi Sagawa.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Hiroshi Sagawa. I'm Chief Representative of JBIC Manila office. Yeah. At first, please let me briefly introduce about JBIC's track record in Asia and Pacific region. Total number and amount of loan and equity investment commitment. Just the data is a little bit old, but as of March 2023, in Asia, we have financed almost 12,000 projects worth 167 billion. And in Oceania region, we have financed 1,145 projects worth 25 billion. And as you know, HSO funding needs in Asia region for decarbonization projects are really, really huge. And not only governmental financial institutions or MDBs cannot fulfill these funding needs. So it's really necessary to invite private investor and private financer. However, there's really a big challenge for them to secure bankability for the emerging projects in Asia regions. For this perspective, actually, so AZEC is helping to address key challenges to make projects bankable and viable one. Maybe sorry. And this slide is AZEC core concept, but this was already explained by Nakagawa-san, so I will skip this slide. This slide is JBIC activities and AZEC initiative. Actually, AZEC is not a cookie-cutter solutions framework. Actually, so AZEC is a tailor-made framework to each country's circumstances considering, and by supporting tangible projects. And we have already established 4 individual frameworks in Vietnam, Indonesia, and Philippines, and Thailand. From next slide, I will explain about each framework, a little bit detailed one. And in Vietnam, we have established AZEC GX promotion working team and our project accelerating platform. And AZEC GX promotion working team purpose is to make projects bankable and viable one through mid to long term institutional reforms through the discussion between Japan and Vietnam. And Japanese side, Embassy of Japan and JBIC are co-leaders, and participant just from various sectors, 47 companies, Japanese companies involved in this framework. And for Vietnamese side, Ministry of Industry and Trade and Electricity and Renewable Energy Authority are involved. And under this working team, we have also established 3 sub-working teams depending on its theme. And each sub-working team is now discussing with Vietnamese side how to solve the challenges and how to make the project more viable and bankable one. Other than this kind of the institutional reforms support, actually we also established a project accelerating platform. And this PAP is more focusing on implement individual project and to solve each individual project specific issues. And on April 2025, AJSO Japan and Vietnamese side both agreed to develop 15 Japan-Vietnam cooperating project. And this slide is explaining about Philippines. As you may know, Philippines situation is completely different from Vietnamese one because the power sector of Philippines has been privatized for more than 20 years. So in that sense, it's surely necessary to strengthen relationship with Philippines conglomerate, the power sector's main player. So we executed 3 MOUs. JBIC executed 3 MOUs with Aboitiz and MPIC and San Miguel. They are really so big, a major player in power generation areas and power distribution areas, and formed a project development platform. And we are discussing those conglomerates to find promising projects. And we also introduce Japanese companies, investor and technologies to them to materialize projects. And we also launched on April 2024, the high-level coordination dialogue. Because maybe during the discussion between those conglomerates, we can find some specific projects, and to implement some specific project, maybe sometimes legal or institutional challenges or bottlenecks we may find. Other times, we will raise such issues to high-level coordination dialogue. High-level coordination dialogue is consist by, for Japanese side, METI and JBIC, and for Philippines government side, DOE, or if necessary, we will invite other ministries. And then we will discuss how to solve the situation and then feedback to PDP. This is a framework of Philippines. And in addition to this framework, we have also doing knowledge sharing to Philippines government, and JBIC promoted a renewable energy seminar in 2024 and 2025, and theme was offshore wind power or pumped storage hydro or biomass using agricultural residues. And by introducing Japanese companies' techniques, we can suggest a solution to the current challenges. And this activity is in line with AZEC activities. And in Indonesia, we launched a joint task force on September 2023. Joint task force consists of steering committee. Steering committee is a ministerial levels, high level one, and expert group and as working. And METI and JBIC is also expert group members. And actually, so through this framework, so we could understand the needs of Indonesian side and share business technologies of Japanese companies. And next slide is a good example. By utilizing a joint task force, actually, so we could finalize the finance to a Muara Labo geothermal power plant project with ADB and commercial banks. because so we could solve the challenges by using joint task force, and finally, so we could implement this project. And this project is fully aligned with Indonesia's energy policy to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. Next slide is Thailand case, but this case actually saw Mr. Suzuki's passionate presentation. Maybe you have already well know about this slide, so I will skip this. And finally, so I want to touch a little bit on ASEAN Power Grid. Actually, so ASEAN Power Grid is really so in line with AZEC concept. And by introducing ASEAN Power Grid, a lot of ASEAN countries can maximize the development and usage of renewable energies. But as you know, ASEAN Power Grid needs really a huge amount of funding. And of course, to supplement funding needs, so JBIC want to support ASEAN Power Grid, and not only by financing side. Actually, so Japanese company has really so good technology to solve this ASEAN Power Grid issues like high voltage direct current or such kind of. So JBIC want to introduce not only finance but also Japanese company's technique to contribute to this ASEAN Power Grid issue. So in conclusion, just JBIC want to still remains committed to support decarbonization projects in Asia regions. And for that purpose, we will utilize AZEC to facilitate tangible projects. And by utilizing JBIC's strong network between each ASEAN's government and state-owned enterprises and Japanese companies who have enough knowledge and technology to solve this situation. So we, by doing so, we want to support this AZEC activities. So thanks for listening.
Our second panel, discussing necessary actions for advancing initiatives, will be moderated by Mr. Yuki Nakagawa. He will be joined by Lee Yanfei of ERIA, Mr. Hiroshi Sagawa of JBIC, and Mr. Junkyu Lee, Director of Finance Sector Office from the Asian Development Bank.
Thank you for welcome back again. So I would like to I would like to begin start by express my application for two speakers, Dr. Yanfei and Mr. Sagawa. And their presentation was truly special, and I value the insightful perspective they shared with us. Thank you for your contributions. Additionally, in this panel discussion, we have invited Dr. Junkyu Lee from ADB to share insight on the transition finance. Dr. Junkyu-san, could you please say a few words?
Thank you very much, and nice to see all of very wonderful colleagues here. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to have a short introductory words. And I'd like to share the three short introductory words. And I think we are facing a very one of the most complex transformation challenge right now. And given this all global policy shifts and also existential threat from the climate and how we can overcome this transformational challenge, and I think it is very important. So this session is talking about the empowering action and to the low carbon economies and zero carbon economies, and I think it's very important. And the second one is role of MDB, like ADBs and catalyzing role. I think it is cannot be stressed enough. And from the project preparation to end of the project and over the whole cycle of the project, and MDB's upstream engagement and also the providing the de-risking, the tools and the mechanism, and also the playing the role of the regional platform, I think it is a very important. And the third one I would like to stress is that and given this all global challenges, including these energy security and also the global policy shift, especially climate-related policies and trade concerns, and providing fatigue to the normal people. So I think the bold actions are really needed and over the time horizon. It's not going to be done, but the threats from the climate and also the concerns from all these different policy changes are there, but we know what we have to do. So I think it is bold action required us to remain committed to what we have been doing so far with our collaborative effort. This is my short introductory. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Junkyu-san. I would like to let's get started with Dr. Yang Fei. I understand the ASEAN Grid is also expertise area. First of all, I would like to ask in perspective APG and finance. Given the phase of APG development, how should the financing strategy evolve over time to align with the technological advancement and challenging market dynamics?
Thank you, Yuki-san, for the question. It's quite interesting and also important. I think given APG's current development status, as has been mentioned by Sakawa-san earlier, a lot of capital to be mobilized for investment into the interconnection projects. So in this regard, I think de-risking is very important, and therefore joining the forces among multilateral development banks and also PPP frameworks, and also I think perhaps including sovereign fund. These are important to leverage private investment into this area. So that's for the current stage. Now, when we have regional trade taking off, especially forming some advanced regional markets with liquid trading, then this market maturation would be sufficient to mobilize private investment by itself, I think. So that's that. But having said so, even as the market matures, technology may be changing. So for the maturing technologies, I think even at a later stage of this market formation in ASEAN, innovative financing still needed. And in this regard, I think green bonds, climate-focused funds, combining with MDB loans will be still needed, as they will be critical to address the high upfront cost and also removing several possible regulatory hurdles, therefore reducing the perceived risk and keeping the financial cost low while making the funds available. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So I would like to ask Dr. Yang Fei again. So what challenges do you encounter related to finance project? And what do you expect from investors and the banks to help overcome these obstacles?
Well, based on my observation as an energy economist, studying energy policy and energy markets in ASEAN for several years, my understanding is that for early stage transition projects, there will be first mover disadvantages, especially from the financing point of view. For example, emerging technologies like CCUS or green hydrogen, then high capital costs and uncertain revenue streams are the main barriers deterring the entry of private capital. So As the ADB, METI, and area joint report, which is published, is trying to suggest PPP, blended financing mechanism, and government-backed risk mitigation tools such as viability gap funding, guarantees, or even direct incentives like subsidies. These are the key solutions to de-risk these kind of early stage projects. Having said so, I think you touched upon the what investors and banks can do from their perspectives to help removing these barriers. Our report also proposed three types of investment themes in this regard, including like clean energy development, and secondly, transition for existing operation, and lastly is early stage development activities. So for the latter two, I think usually financing is facing difficulties, and therefore is insufficient. So we expect investors and banks to recognize the importance of these two types of investments, and therefore accordingly adapt their risk assessment frameworks and also financial products to support these two types. Also, this may include moving beyond binary green-brown clarification, classification, and also engaging more actively in sector-specific dialogues. I think this would help to enable large-scale transition finance in the region. Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful insight. You mentioned regarding the ADB and the AZEC and ADB are working closely together, a special report to traditional finance for ASEAN rights. I would like to ask Junkyu-san, right? Regarding the latest work with that report, it would be good to begin with the discussion. Existing landscape for transition finance, including bonds, and then can you please tell us about challenges and opportunity of expanding the market for transition finance from AZEC members' economy perspective?
Yeah, thank you very much. And actually, the landscape, in terms of the landscape, especially I can say about the bond markets first. In transition bonds, I say gaining momentum. It is true, especially in the 2024. And actually the number, when we say transition bonds, it means transition label bonds, and specifically compared to green label bonds, green bonds. And so here, due to the Japan's leading role and Japan's climate transition bonds and launched in 2024, and it is a 10-year and the 20 trillion public funding plan. So because of that, actually in 2024, and the bond issues, transition bond issues surged past the equivalent amount, like more than US dollar terms, is 20 billion. But when you look at the share in Japan's, Japanese yen bonds is more than 90%. So what does that mean? There is a momentum, but it means that we need a lot of effort to broaden those, the participation. And so here, I would want to say that the landscape gaining momentum, but we need a lot of effort. And another interesting thing is in terms of the challenges and opportunities. And, like I mentioned, I said it's a transition bonds. But how about the transition label loans? So that means in terms of some specific financial sector instruments, we are facing the lack of tools. And then also, though banking sector provide a lot of lending, and as you know, the ASEAN and Asia is bank-dominated economy. So bank funding should have been playing the better, more role and the bigger role. But actually, in terms of these potential, it's not really tapped yet. So the one good example, the banking sector accounts for only 7% of the transition bond issuance compared to 33% in the green bonds. What does that mean? So that means we can have a lot of untapped potential through those transition label loans, and potentially we can also talk about securitization market too. But as you know, the Asia's capital markets are not developed mature. So this is also the one area we can say there's challenges. But opportunities, I want to say 3 opportunities in the regional leadership and innovation and the policy support. Actually, AZEC and also other regional platform like Asia Green Transformation Consortium, Asia's climate risk monitoring dialogue, I think we will continue to play a key role. And the second one is in using this innovative instruments and modality, we need to continue to put effort to support not only mitigation, but also adaptation and the resilience. And entities and actions may become green, but may still be under vulnerability situations. So we really need to think about using those instruments and innovation to support those adaptation and together with the mitigation. And the third one is this importance of this partnership in order to scale up our projects and also the impact and the regional cooperation and to support that, especially the scaling up, it's very important. So I just want to, the focus, those regional collaboration platform, and then all of those collaborative effort. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your insights. Next, I would like to address Hagawa-san. It was mentioned in the previous panel discussion that there were challenges that can be addressed by existing legal framework and environment. Moving forward, I believe that significant investment will be necessary to advance decarbonization in Asia. So the market is important, not only market, not only, but investment circumstance is also so important. What challenge do you see in the promoting investment for decarbonization in Asia?
Thank you, Nakagawa-san. Actually, so actually the market is really so broad and needs a lot of funding, finance, and a lot of investor. So actually, so not only the local investor or financer cannot fulfill the needs, and surely it's necessary to invite private finance and investor, and including the foreign investor and a banker. So in that perspective, actually, we can see some of the lack of legal framework or institutional systems or lack of the core infrastructure to implement renewable energy. We can see for example, in Vietnam, sometimes it may be difficult to find which ministry will decide giving the right to sea survey. Finally, it was decided to Monterey, but it takes a little bit long time to decide. And for example, in Thailand, just at this moment, EGAT is only buyer of the electricity, and renewable energy producer cannot directly sell the power to large industrial consumer. And in Philippines, for example, the port, special port for offshore wind is not yet established, and transmission line is not yet stabilized. There are a lot of diverse challenges to implement and invite foreign investors and finance into the market. So to address these diverse challenges, so JVIC, surely want to utilize AZEC to make more good circumstances to invite foreign and private participants.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, we don't have any time to discuss more. So I would like to last question to Sagawa-san. So about upcoming ASEAN hosting by the Philippines next year, right? As attention towards the Philippines is expected to increase, in which area does JVIC plan to advance its initiatives?
Thank you. Actually, so really so broad areas. First, offshore wind power project is really so promising because Philippine energy power plant right to increase dramatically the offshore wind power, and Japanese trading house and utility company and shipping company shows much interest to be involved. And other than that, actually, so Philippines is considering to introduce a huge amount of the renewable energy, Thinking about such huge increasement of renewable energies, the pump storage hydro is considered as a power to balancing the power generation fluctuation. And other than such renewable energies, actually, gas is also gas to power, LNG to power is also necessary as transition energy, and we still want to support both gas-related project as transition and renewable energy. Other than such power generation sector, actually, water-related sector and waste treatment or railway sector, actually, there are a lot of infrastructure projects, and JBIC want to implement more and more projects by utilizing AZEC and our activities.
Thank you. Thank you all for your valuable contribution today, today's panel discussions. As we conclude this session, I would like to emphasize the importance of collaboration as we move toward the efforts AZEC, decarbonization and sustainable development. So thank you once again for being here today, and I look forward to our continued collaboration. Have a nice, great day. Thank you.
May we ask the other speakers and panelists to come up on front for